Hello everyone and welcome to Prophecy of Pendor Mountain Blade Warband. An excellent mod for a game I truly love and is by far and away top of my Steam hours. I was thinking about what game to play after Stellaris and I had a few options, XCOM, Empire Total War and a few others in mind, but none of them quite felt quite right at the time. Now this is an excellent mod. I think the most rounded mod for Mountain Blade Warband. You may recall I've done Viking Conquest on the channel before, but I want to play this one because this one is my all-time favourite mod and I think is almost a standalone game in its own right. I'm going to be setting myself a few extra challenges and rules because at least this base game and the base mod I know pretty well. So I want to try and challenge myself somewhat. As with most Mountain Blade though, you need to start off with building a character. Welcome adventurer to Prophesy of Pendor. Before beginning the game you must create your character. Be very careful adventurer, your background choices here will forever impact your options and opportunities in Pendor. Select your character's gender. As you may be able to see by the thumbnail, we are going to go for a female character. Because this is a feudal society, it makes it a little bit tougher because we aren't respected. In feudal societies much, we're not expected to be a leader of war, of combat. We're supposed to stay at home and, marry someone. So, you were born years ago and reside now in the land of Barclay, far to the west and south of Pendor. Your father was... what? I can't remember what we chose when we played Viking Conquest. A rough and mysterious figure. Your father never told you of your mother and indeed seemed very secretive about his past. As you grew up in the poor section of Barclay's waterfront district, you received very little formal education. However, your father did teach you from a young age how to defend yourself and how to spot and avoid danger. When you were a little older, he taught you about herbs, poisons and antidotes, and how to keep someone alive when they were wounded. He never stepped in to offer you protection from the local bullies, but insisted that you fight your own battles. He would often leave for extended periods of time, offering no explanation of where he was going, or saying when he would return. You raised yourself, and sometimes had to resort to petty theft just to survive. Still, these difficult years made you streetwise, sharp to the secrets of cities, and their shadowy back-alley ways. In your youth you had very little idle time as your father sent you out to hunt in the wilds, because I want to be a good bowman, but archery in this game, especially this mod, is phenomenal. And I'm going to need a lot of help with the challenges I've set for myself. As a very young girl, you rode the great steps of a horse of your own, learning the paths through the grass and the desert. Though you sometimes went hungry, you became a skillful hunter and pathfinder despite, or perhaps because of, the relatively trackless country. Your body grew lean and muscular as you mastered the nomad's way of life. Then, after what seemed an eternity, your life changed. You were given the opportunity to become... what? A huntsman, engineer-builder, self-employed merchant, physician, bard, or lady-in-waiting. We'll go for a bard because having charisma is important. Though the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you had become a woman, and the whole world seemed to change around you. You set out on your own with nothing but your instrument and your voice. It was a poor existence, and you spent many a hungry night when people failed to appreciate your music. But you managed to get by on your music alone. As years went by, you became adept at playing to the drunken crowds in the taverns, and even better talking anyone into whatever you wanted. But as the fates would have it, everything in the world changed suddenly. You had no choice but to leave the lands of Barclay and strike out for Pendor because... you received a message that your father had died. His death was unexpected and violent, at the hands of an unknown assailant. The message you received afterwards from one of his associates was vague and confusing. The missive warned you of an unseen enemy had been seeking both your father's demise and your own. Apparently your father was not your real father, but rather he'd been keeping you in hiding since you were an infant. He was a hired blade sent to kill you, your real mother and father, and he succeeded, but he could not bring himself to kill you as an infant. He decided to spare you and keep you hidden from those who had paid to see you dead. He always felt guilt about his deeds, and tried as best he was able to raise you so you could survive on your own. Recently his past employers discovered his subterfuge, and your continued existence. He had left instructions with a trusted friend that should anything happen to him, you should be sent this letter along with his knives, his regrets of past actions, and this warning. Leave Barclay immediately as your life is in danger. Travel to Pendor, there you find safe haven. Sign to heed his words, you put passage to Pendor. You board a ship and settle in.
You have set sail for Pendor.
And because this is Warband and modded, I am going to allow myself to quit without saving.
More than ever, we desperately need your aid.
Yes, desperately need my aid.
Into factions yet again, just as we need union most desperately. New enemies have invaded us, and old ones have returned in force. We are poised to seek out the evil goddess Azedahaka and destroy her once and for all. On behalf of the people of Pendor, my champion, will you once again take up the sword?
Sorry, there was a goddess speaking in the background there. Right. First thing we need to do is give ourselves a name. I'm not very good at picking names. Let's go for another of our kind of Rohirric heroes from Lord of the Rings. Last time we had Gutlaf, this time we will have Eowyn. It's a very pretty name. And there's also been Storm Eowyn here in the UK recently. If you're unfamiliar with Warband, there is a bunch of skills that you can learn. We'll get into a little bit more of these as time goes on. We do want to make sure that our surgery is up as high as it can be. That keeps our party members alive. And we want our trainer to be up as well, because again we're going to need a lot of support training our troops. Prison management is up, which is good, as is leadership. This is the benefit of having charisma up, I believe, from being a bard. Looting is also high. The rest we'll put into Weapon Master, and we'll put one into Shield as well. And we're just going to give ourselves a bunch of points there. For now, we'll just be known as Eowyn, and we'll go from there. And of course, we get to see the joys of Warband's character creation, which has never quite been that amazing. But we'll try to get a Eowyn-like character. That'll do. So, by the grace of the Divine, you arrive in Pendor, a land plagued by constant strife for over 150 years. You have accepted a daunting challenge to stave off the influence of evil, reunite the warring factions of the Old Kingdom, and create a new possibility for Pendor, as echoed by the mad wanderer Madigan. These are dangerous lands where many powers, great and small, vie against one another for supremacy. Here you will find honour and nobility, but also deceit and skullduggery. There'll be valorous knights and black-hearted assassins. You will leave your past behind to start a new life. Pendor is not your typical medieval country. Women and men have equal chances of successes and failure in Pendor. If you succeed, you will create another destiny, a new possibility in the infinite dimensions of reality. Your choices may create a new thread in the weave for the Oracle to choose, and offer the possibility that your actions may save us all. Drawn by the stories you hear about Pendor and its kingdoms, you set sail and head to... I'm going to go to Ravenstern. And that'll become clear in the future why. You travel through the Ravenstern highlands, exposed to bitter winds and snow, with a backdrop of howling wolves. Much of the land here is frozen solid for part of the year, but Ravenstern's forests are rich with fur-bearing game, and the river teems with fish. Miners wrest iron from the unyielding mountains. The riches of the land draw traders, but the traders in turn draw bandits. Mismounted raiders, those are guys going to be important for this run, mounted on shaggy horses, watch the passage of your caravan from a snowy ridge, but luckily don't attack. You are glad when the spires of the town of Ravenstern come into view. And here we are. There is Eowyn. So, this is the world map of Pendor. You have Ravenstern up here in the blue, Sarlion over here in the red, who are basically like English or French heavy cavalry units. The Ravenstern are kind of like Scottish archers. You've got Vikings over here in the Fiatsvein, the desert tribes in the... I've forgotten what they're called. The Shah Principalities, And you have the Janos, or the Bacchus Empire even, who are basically Romanic type soldiers. Now, a couple of things for this run. I want to set myself a challenge that I can only hire units as mercenaries, or hire Pendor soldiers. Now, at this stage in the game, the Kingdom of Pendor, my eventual goal, does not exist, so hiring soldiers is a little bit difficult, because normally I would just go around to all these different villages and just hire soldiers from there, from Ravenstern. But I don't want to do that today. I want to give myself a proper challenge and actually make it hard for me to do things. Did I not upgrade my bow? Apparently I didn't. I'm going to sort that out. Hang on, character. Do we not? Oh, we've got power throw. We didn't give ourselves power draw. That's fine. We can probably pick that up over time anyway. I need to watch out for those thieves. They will actually attack me. I need to get into Ravenstone here to head to the market and sell all these additional bits that I don't need. We'll keep that nomad bow. We can sell the rest. I probably should have got myself an actual proper weapon. So let's go over here. We can find, it's going to be a pretty crappy bow for the time being. I do also want a military hammer, but we can't afford that. We'll go for a hunting bow and then just some bent barbed arrows. It's not going to be great. It's going to be a long way for us to go before we are a strong soldier. We also probably want to think about a shield. Even a really basic crappy shield will be better than nothing. Great. So yes, we can only hire mercenaries, we can only hire Pendorian soldiers or soldiers that turn into them, so farmers, certain types of militia, refugees, they turn in eventually into Pendor recruits, and because of that we need a lot of training skill, and we are also allowed to speak to these... they haven't spawned here this time, that's awkward. We're also allowed to speak to custom knighthood orders, because I see them as kind of mercenaries anyway. But into Ravenstone we go. There's a few things we want to do here first. First of all, are there any mercenaries here? Mercenary horsemen, but they are ridiculously expensive, so we're not going to do that. We are, of course, also allowed to hire companions. None of these guys are particularly thrilled about at the moment. We can hire things from... We might be able to get soldiers from rumours, because these guys are prison brokers. But nothing this time, but maybe in the future. We can also hire mercenaries from them at a much higher cost. The merchant of Ravenstone wants us to go and deal with some bandits nearby. I will rescue your brother, if only for the 300 dinars you give me. However... this is not like the basic Mount and Blade Warband, it comes with issues. I'm going to head over to Rain, because I have a plan to pick up some men there. At the moment I'm stuck to mercenaries. Borodis is nice, I may well pick them up. Sangari Spearmen, fine, we'll take them. They're not ideal, they'll do the job for now. Borgi the Fat will speak to you. Borodis, we're not going to be able to afford you. You are a lot of money. Yeah, 6,000 dinars, we can't afford that. So we have 7 Singarian Spearmen, and they're all going to require being paid at some point. However, the reason I wanted to start up here in Ravenstone is eventually we'll come into cross some mountain hermits. Now these guys don't actually have any prisoners yet, but they will in future, and this is where we might be able to get some of our... this is where we might be able to get some of the recruits that we're after. These spearmen should do okay against these horsemen, because obviously they are very much polearms heavy, and horses are not thrilled by them. Let's get our bow out. I'd like to increase my proficiency in archery if I can. I mean, at the moment we are diabolically awful. We've got a long way to go yet before we actually turn into, you know, a proper warrior. And we are playing on the hardest difficulty I can muster. But there we go. The problem with mercenaries is they will cost a lot of money, especially as you start to upgrade them further. However, that's already given us a good amount of loot to work with. Including some food, which means I don't need to buy food later, which is only quite useful. We can also get a fur cap. So already we're making a little bit of progress. The rest of this we will take to sell. We are not opposed to selling items for our own benefit. So let's head back to Rain. We do need to watch out though, we're still a very small party and Prophecy of Pendor can be tough. Not so much up here, but in other parts of the world it can be some very tough units indeed to face. And until we get a decent party going, we're going to be in trouble. I'm going to have to play pretty carefully. We will head over to Poinsbrook. Poinsbrook is a little bit tough in terms of its locations. A lot of Mist Mountain tribes on there, Snow Claw warriors, but also the Jatu, who are nomadic horsemen who live up here. They're not fun. There's a tournament there. I'm not sure I'm strong enough to enter it, but I may have a go. Mercenary cavalrymen are going to be too expensive for me to afford. How's my money doing? 995. I will give this tournament a go. I don't have enough renown, so I can't. This is the problem. We're a nobody. That means it'll take a little while for us to build up enough renown and money to do things. Just got to keep an eye on who's nearby. We'll head over to Senderfall, which is the other place around here. And I want to see... Aha, there they are. The Silver Mist Rangers. These guys are very, very competent archers. They're probably the second best archers in the game. The only other archers which are better than them live over here in this forest, based off kind of Elvish Noldor, similar to those found in Lord of the Rings and a lot of other media. Let's head to the tavern. Who's here? Sister Mora. Most of the Highlanders are expensive. I'm not sure I can afford them. This is the problem. It's going to take a long while for us to actually build up any form of like genuine force. Is going to take a while. Let's go to the castle. I want to speak to the Silver Mist Ranger because they can give me a job, a quest. The Silver Mist Halberdiers are fine. Is there anything I can do to help? You press the bounty on Forest Bandits and Jatu. We might be able to get some of them. Maybe the Forest Bandits. The Jatu, however, I'm not going to even touch with a barge pole. Hello there. I see some farmers and pilgrims. I want them. I've just got to avoid not drawing in too many parties at the same time. No. I need to split these guys up if I can, really. There we go, let's take them. No, they joined on the other side. So we're going to leave. And now attack again. That's a nice head you have on your shoulders. I don't expect these Guardian Spearmen to survive long because they don't have any form of range and they don't have any means of stopping range. So the best thing we can literally do is just charge with them. These Vansquee warriors are a little bit tougher, and we do need to watch out for them. As you can see, we are doing a whole 1 damage to these guys at the moment. This will increase as we get better skills. Oh, no. Thank you, sir. We'll try a little bit of more... I was about to say get a bit more proficiency with our archery. But no luck there. It's fine. 2 renown, also a very nice helmet, it's much better than our current one. I might take that mace, or that axe. I was going to say take the axe, but it's not as good. I will take the Vansquee shield, and I'll take the mace for now. Eventually I want to get a blunt weapon, because blunt weapons are the best for getting prisoners, but that's not really what we need to do here. Now pilgrims go to monks, so we can't hire them. We can't hire highwaymen, we can't hire brigands. Farmers, however, do become Pendor recruits. This is the trouble. I'm going to have to really play very carefully with my forces here, because if I lose a lot of my soldiers, it's going to take a long time for them to come back. There's a farmer there. I think we can take you guys. Ah, someone else is here. But we'll help this lord. We might be able to take that farmer who was prisoner and turn him into a recruit. I'm just going to keep my men here. There's plenty of other soldiers from this lord that can help. And I think that will be better, to be perfectly honest. It's a very dark, misty evening on this battlefield for sure. Right, let's charge. If we get the farmer, I'll take that as a win, because that will be one extra recruit we can use. But yes, we're going to have to play very, very carefully. Because I can't recruit normally, I have to really watch my troops and take care with them. Hello there, sir. We can get the farmer, excellent. But we can't take any of these other units because they're all Ravenstone units. We can't even take the peasant woman because she turns into a maiden scout, which is a shame. That's 3 farmers plus our Singalian spearmen. I'm sure I'll make a mistake at some point and accidentally hire someone I shouldn't have done. But if I do, I'll try and correct my mistake further down the line. Mercenary sharpshooters are expensive. I'm not taking them. I will, however, sell this stuff. There we go. And let's head down to... no. Valenbray is dangerous. There's some religious fanatics down there, and they don't really like us being around there. It's a couple of major... There they are, I see them. The Knights of the Dawn. Need to get away from them. It's not even worth going over there, to be honest. How long do we have for this bounty hunt? 19 days. Forest bandits tend to live in the Red Faction's territory over here, around Sarleon. Let me just make sure I'm not viewed negatively by any of the factions. I'm not good. None of the major factions hate me, because sometimes you can accidentally start off in a bad way if you've chosen the wrong starting options. Right, I do need to watch out for these forest bandits. Knights of the Line are okay. You see there's a forest robbers. I think they count. Let's go take them on. My men would like a word with you about your purse. Again, the problem is here, none of my guys have any form of range. I just need them to charge. And I'm just hoping my farmers survive, because my best chance of getting range is via my farmers. I might even set a separate control group for them. There's so many ranged soldiers here. This is a problem. Either after our horses can take some real issue here. Come on. As I said, first of all, it's been a long time since I played any Warband. We've already lost one of our farmers. One's knocked out, that's fine. I need to not lose any more farmers. If I've just lost one farmer, that's not terrible. No, save the farmer. God damn it. This is the problem. So at this point we've only got one farmer left alive. No. Horse crippled. Excellent. Good start. So this battle probably wasn't worth fighting, but if we get score for the Silver Mist Rangers, they will eventually give us gear. They'll give us money, experience. It is worth it in the long run. And the loss of 2 farmers at this stage isn't great, but it's also probably not crippling. I'm just going to do some very puny damage to the horses, because it might give me some range benefits in the future. I'm not entirely sure, but, you know, worth a try. Where's he gone? Oh, he's up there now. You can get some very, very powerful bows in this game. Oh, no, I see you shooting at me. Of course, we are not there yet in terms of our ranged power. Oh, you bugger, I saw that go right past my face. That's the problem when someone's on a horse. Nope. And we have no horsemen. It's a problem. This is why we probably need a companion or two to help us along. Companions are very useful. Oh, just got the shield out in time there. Companions are useful because they can never die. Just trying to slowly kill this horse. Although we managed to deliver a whole 0 damage there. Let's see if we can actually go knock this horse down with our actual mace. It might be the best option. Oh, no, we've been knocked out. Fine. And now we get to watch these guys run around in circles. Eventually he's going to run out of ammo for his crossbow, because his crossbow is quite slow firing. Oh, we're getting close. Come on, lads. This is the problem with having no range or no cavalry at this stage. It can make these initial fights quite slow. But if he charges in now, I think he might be in trouble. Nearly got there. But I don't want to lose. We're not going to lose this fight. It might just take a little while. He's doing the right thing. He's running away. He's just going to shoot his crossbow. And he will eventually knock out 1 or 2 of our spearmen. It's a pretty small map, so eventually he should get caught on the boundary edge, and we should be able to knock him down. Come on, lads, you got this, surely. I think he's run out of ammo. Here we go. There we go. All we need to do was catch up with him, or for him to run out of ammo. So we lost 2 farmers there, but we'll see if the quest has actually worked, and this does give us some renown, and not a bad amount of loot. I mean, it's not exactly spectacular loot, but loot is loot. It'll pay the bills nonetheless. There we go, grab all this. We've also leveled up. And that has contributed to our bounty for the Silvermist Rangers, but not by a lot. Not by a lot by any means. Right, our farmer, our 1 surviving farmer can turn into a Pendor recruit. I'm actually not going to upgrade to a Singardian horse. I'll get 1 Singardian horseman, because he's got range on him and he's a horse person. Let's do these guys here, but no, we can't because we are too injured to take part in the fight. In terms of our character, we can go for intelligence here and go for 2 in power draw, so that our bow can actually do some useful work. We can now switch out to our nomadic bow here. I mean, it's not spectacular, but it's a lot better than that one. We'll head to Monial. First of all, sell all this gear. We need to be making money early in this. And eventually we'll go buy some businesses in certain parts of the world. But for now we just need to pay bills to the people. Who's here? Oh, I do like... Oh, Donovan's here. How much money do I have? 2208. Young Wavestone Nobles I might pick up. Donovan, how much do you cost? 3,000. Donovan is an excellent trainer. He's the person I need for this campaign. I will take these young Ravenstone nobles, but they're going to contribute more to my expenses for the week. Not too much at the moment, admittedly. I know these guys are young Ravenstone nobles, but we've hired them as mercenaries, so it should be okay. We should be okay in terms of the rule, because we've hired them as mercenaries. We just can't hire them from castles or villages, because that feels a little bit cheaty. Right, let's see if we can find some more forest bandits. I know they do live around here somewhere. You're just desperate refugees, but we might just go take you on. Get a little bit more experience and loot. I did see some Noldor back there who we need to run away from very quickly indeed. Let's stay up here. Let's let them come to us. Infantry in the front. Cavalry behind. We definitely want to probably move our farmers and Pendor recruits into a separate group. Although they don't appear to be taking part in this particular battle anyway. It looks like they're not charging us. That's unfortunate. Let's see if we can go bait them into pushing forward. Don't want to get too close. Let's put a shield on our back. We do have our Singalian horseman who has some range on him, as do I, so let's try to use that to our advantage. I mean, we're still not doing much damage, but we're doing more damage than we were before. Right, now we need to charge. There's no point us holding off at this point. Kill you, excellent. Shoot, hit you, hit you. There we go, that wasn't too bad. But yes, I will put our really weak units into another group and try to keep them hidden as best possible. I will take that bread. And that cheese, because that saves us having to actually buy any food ourselves, which is pretty useful. We will take all of this to sell. It's not really going to be worth much, but it's worth something. That's a group of Noldor. Noldor are scary, scary, scary. Even a small group of them like that would absolutely decimate a much larger force. Not something we want to be dealing with at this stage, or really for a long time yet. We do have a lame saddle horse. I may well buy a new one if I've got the money to do so. Let's just settle this. It's only worth 4 or 5, but at this stage, really anything is quite useful. Right, we'll buy that sumpter horse. It's not spectacular, but it'll do the job for the time being. I think we've already hired people from here, however... Oh, hello. Sorry, I need to kill you. Where are you attacking me from? Oh! Oh, it's that guy. Fine. Back to the tavern. I want to speak to... Not Havdar, I want to speak to Kravold. Because you are a... Oh, I was hoping to get some mercenaries from you. Leslie, hello. Madam, are you in need of a quartermaster skilled in all aspects of distribution and procurement of supplies? I'm primarily a trader and my name is Leslie. A sad turn of events has stranded me here with barely a dinar to my name and no way of returning home. Several months ago, my brother and I sailed from Barclay across the Western Sea. We came to Pendor to buy Noldor artifacts with the idea of making a profit by trading along the way. Our caravan was attacked outside Laria by a Jatu warband. My brother and our caravan guards were no match for the ferocity of the Jatu. I was the only survivor to be a prisoner with overtly nefarious intentions. Shortly thereafter, the Jatu were vanquished by an Intervention Company and I was freed. Now I'm stranded here with no money and no family to help me. I could offer you work. Can you fight? Well, I'm not a soldier by trade, but I can usually discourage the odd lowlife who's too interested in my bodies, even. I'm a fast learner and I can ride, and I know trading and prices. You won't find a more conscientious quartermaster anywhere. Welcome aboard, because you also, I'm aware, don't cost any money. I do want you though, Donovan. We'll come back for you one day. Right, Leslie, our first companion, you will become a cavalry. We do have this fodder group, and Pendor recruits are going to belong to them, as are farmers and any other low-level soldiers. Leslie eventually will become a cavalry, that's fine. We just speak to Leslie, and I want you to manage your own equipment. Start upgrading your armour on your own, and I want you to upgrade your horse on your own, and upgrade your weapons as such. One-handed weapon, shields, bows, arrows. There we go. And eventually, as we start to loot things, she will pick up some stuff. We need to keep working on this quest we have. There won't be that many bandits out at this stage in the game, because the game's just started. But we don't know what else is going to turn up here. Right. hoping to find some more around here, but it's not looking very successful. You're just forest outlaws, you're not the same, but I will kill you. If only to try to get Leslie a little bit of gear. We'll hold the hill. Infantry hold here. Cavalry behind. Fodder. Whichever group you're in group 6, that's interesting. You go all the way back there, please. I don't know if there's any... No, I don't think he's alive. Right, infantry just charge. Same with the cavalry, because at this point... I don't think we've even got fodder in here, so that's fine. Oh no, we don't have any fodder, fine. The best thing we can probably do is just charge them. Oh, but we're going to get knocked out again. Yeah, we're pretty weak at this stage, and we didn't really recover our health in between battles there, that's fine. Leslie is also pretty undergeared, but as time grows, because she's level 1, she will become a pretty decent soldier. Although we do have to watch out for some of our other companions, as they won't all get on very well. These Guardians are doing okay for the time being. I will let Leslie get some stuff first, excellent. And we all grab what is ever is left to sell. And now if we go speak to Leslie, you can see here she's picked up some equipment. She's got a hood, some armour, a mace, a bow and arrow. She hasn't got a shield yet, but I'm sure she'll pick one up as time goes on. But it just, as opposed to what we had to do in the original Warband, we can get our companions to just kind of auto-manage themselves. Oh, that's a 3 Seers patrol. Let's run away from you. Those are heretics, and they're very strong. Right, we'll grab all you to sell. I mean, it's only 239 dinars, but it is worth something. Anyone here in the tavern? It is Van Scream Marauders. You guys are not terrible. You're solid infantry. You're only 864. You will cost a pretty penny, but you'll be a solid front line for us. More so than the Singalian Spearmen will be. But this will all come at a cost, so we've got to keep on making money and quickly. I completely forgot about those guys. We are going to have to leave some soldiers behind. I think we just lost 2 of our Van Scream Marauders that we had to pay for. That's unfortunate. Let's leave. No. Run. To Mistmire Castle we go. There's a lot of heretics in this part of the world. We might be able to get those people back later, but that was a silly mistake on my part. I shouldn't have ran so quickly. There's a lot of 3 Seers patrols out. That reminds me, if we go to... Is it Victory Progress? No standing armies at the moment, but there will be in the future. So we've got to watch out, because there'll be some very large armies spawn. Some a little bit easier than others, and we'll get into all the benefits of taking them on a little bit later. Right now, that's not something we can even remotely think about. I will go help out these guys here, I think. Ooh, can we take these guys on? I think we can. We can help this merchant caravan, because they've got some other soldiers here. It's only 4 heretics. We might be okay. But heretics are not easy for sure. Are they pushing us? Doesn't look like they are actually. Oh, Nathan Cavalry dead. Best thing we can do is just charge them, because they will kill us. They are very strong at this stage of the game, and as you can see, very, very accurate, delivering 81 damage. Seer favourites are excellent archers. We'll probably lose some soldiers here. I'm hoping the mercenary force will take the brunt of the damage. The merchant caravan people. We also have a lot of halberdiers and spearmen here, so we should be able to deal with the horses without too much issues. And while these 2 favourites are excellent archers, once you get up close and personal with them, they're not terrible to deal with. I think we lost 1 unit there. No, we just had a wounded unit. This is the benefit of our surgery coming in. We gain morale, we gain some renown, and we also get some benefits with the Kingdom of Sardion, a little bit of positive relation there. Unfortunately, no loot, which would have been excellent for us. I'll take another Singalian horseman, that's fine. So I wouldn't mind having some more range, to be perfectly honest. Let's head down towards Sarleon territory, as in the town of Sarleon, the city of Sarleon. I keep on running into these guys when I don't mean to. They kind of blend in a little bit. Please don't... I lost my Pendor recruit. No. I lost the only thing going for me. We probably want to not focus on Pendor recruits for the time being. There's Donovan again. He's taunting me. I will take these maiden warders because they're cheap. They have bows. They'll be better than nothing. We can build an okay front line, but we need to watch our economy. How long left to do this quest? Not that long. I might have been a little bit presumptuous to take it straight away. Gotta watch out for that death cult. I see them there. They do blend in with the dark purple. Clarion Call are friendly, that's not a problem. Oh, Forest Outlaws will go take on if we can. I mean, they're not going to be great, and actually King Ulrich will join us. Because I think now we've got positive relation with Sarleon, and they will come join us. The problem being is that actually it's not very useful for us because there's so many other troops here, they all dilute the loot heavily in their favour. But we might at least get a little bit of experience, and there we go. We might get some benefits, I'm not sure. It'll be perfect, but you can see some really strong Sarleon troops here, and over there is King of Sarleon, if I believe. King Ulrich with a very powerful horse and a big old lance. One item, it's not bad. Leslie will equip it, we'll take the other bit of armour to sell, and we get to capture a brigand. It's better than nothing. We'll move the maiden warders up, that's fine. We'll head back this way. There are more highwaymen here, but this doesn't count, unfortunately, for our forest bandits, but we'll still take them on. Right, infantry here, archers behind. So that's cavalry, archers behind there, we go. We will need to give Leslie a horse at some point, because I don't think she's got one. We do now have some archers. The maiden warders aren't spectacular, but they'll be able to do something to help us out. And we'll add in our own fire. The Singarian horsemen can probably do something as well. Usually I build a much more organised army because I just recruit from mostly Ravenstone and then add some Fiatsvane in as well. But because we are doing a slightly different type of challenge this time, that is why it's a very unorganised army. Also, the Vansky Raiders do have throwing weapons when you get closer, so that's working pretty well actually. So we could probably take on these smaller parties. We did just lose a Vansky Raider, a Marauder even, that's annoying. Let's maybe run this guy down if we can. No, no need. We did however lose Eric the Viking here. It's a shame. Gain a bit of morale. Leslie can upgrade because I'd always rather have our companions upgrade first, then they can actually be useful in combat. How are you doing here? You still don't have a shield because you don't have any shield skill. We do also need to get you a horse as well. So when Leslie upgrades her skill, as she's just done, we'll give her some benefits here. So she can have some more intelligence. She can have... Oh no, she needs strength, doesn't Leslie needs strength, she won't have enough. She can also have power draw and start to work on some slightly better bows, because we want them to be... Oh, that's a brigand, that's green. It's going to be worth pretty much nothing for our score, but it will be worth it. Infantry in front, archers behind, cavalry up on the hill. We have no fodder at the moment. We've got a decent amount of spearmen, and also these throwing weapons will do some good work as well. There we go, wonderful. And now we can just charge. Because there's only a few of these chaps. I mean, really, we're not going to get enough score for this, for our quest. But it might be better than nothing. There we go. And we do get some experience for ourselves as well. The more proficient we get, the faster we get, I believe, and also the more damage we do as well. I think. Oh, Leslie added quite a lot onto her stuff there. She added a horse and some better gear. Still no shield, I guess. Because she needs some more strength. Strength of... I'm not sure what strength is needed there. We'll have to speak to her about that. I know she doesn't have any shield. We neglect. I thought she had 2 in shield, but she doesn't. That's fine. How much did that give us? Not enough. Not enough in the slightest. But this might eventually get us some good stuff. Those are Inquisitions. They're not Knights of the Dawn. They're okay. Laria's no longer on a siege. We don't want to go anywhere near Laria at the moment, because Laria will have all of the problems around it with the Noldor, who at this point in the game, before you make friends with them, are very, very aggressive. Leofrich, if you're going to go take on those Sardion traitors, I'm going to come join you. Nope, too late. Leofrich was too quick in killing them. You guys are just Empire. You're just an Empire patrol. We'll take these highwaymen on. Right, infantry, archers, cavalry. Oh, you're a proper lancer. Let's get out of the way of you if we can. Thank you. Singolian horseman, you might have saved my bacon there. These maiden warders are not spectacular, but they will do something useful. Really, the best thing we can do for recruitment is get to a kingdom as soon as possible, because then we can convert villages into the Pendor culture, and we can hire many more troops, in fact. That being said, obviously creating a kingdom comes with its own problems. I'm not doing any damage with this bow at the moment, so let's just charge forward. See if we can kill you. There we go. Got a little bit of experience for ourselves. Not too bad at all. Leslie equip what she can. Oh, that's a nice helmet. Strength of 10. I'm definitely going to try to take that for myself. Strength 10 is not terrible. We can probably get that fairly soon, actually. I will get rid of some of these. That's fine. That helmet, that was worth doing purely just for that helmet. We've leveled up, and we can get a much nicer helmet indeed. Let's get our power drop further, and we'll keep working on our skills. We should now get this crude, that's a hard word to say, crude Makajoski helmet. Oh yeah, we look badass already. Because there's a lot more armour. Excellent. That was definitely worth fighting. And I said to Marleon, sell our excess gear. You're Knights of the Lion. You're safe enough. We possibly should have kept that back for... We'll keep that helmet back for Leslie. I think she might actually be able to wear that. And that would do pretty well for her. There we go. Let's speak to Leslie. That was a good amount of money we just made. We'll go for Kavi Manhunters. They're not bad archers. Speak to Leslie here. Let me see your equipment. I think you can take this helmet. There we go. Just need to get you a shield, but you do now have the ability to at least do something in combat, and you don't cost very much money at all. But I tell you what, I think we'll leave things there for the first episode. Outside Marleon. This is your new series alongside the Saboteur, and I don't know quite what my plans for the series are. If I'm going to give myself like a time limit, maybe 1,000 days, see what I can achieve in that. We're already on. Hang on, if I just save as, we are on day 12. So, how much can I achieve in 1,000 days? I think that we'll do that as a goal. Can I get to a kingdom in 1,000 days? And from there, how far can I get? Can I take over the entire map? Probably not. Can I give myself a good starting point? Very much so, I would hope. So, thank you so much for watching. More to come soon indeed. For now, take care. Bye bye.